Good morning everyone. In this video, we are going to cover the current affairs of 14th and 15th of September. For mobile optimized PDF, please install GKToday Academy app. For Hindi current affairs, please subscribe to GKToday Hindi channel. And for infographics used in our current affairs series, please follow the Twitter link given in the description as well as in the pinned comment. So now, let's start. Which state government has launched Mukhyamantri Vyapari Samuhik Niji Durghatna Beema Yojana? Right answer is Haryana. So recently, Haryana government has launched two insurance schemes. One is Mukhyamantri Vyapari Samuhik Niji Durghatna Beema Yojana and another one is Mukhyamantri Vyapari Kshati-Purti Beema Yojana. These two schemes were launched for registered small and medium traders. If we talk about Haryana, the capital is Chandigarh. Mr. Satyadev Narayan Arya is the governor of state and Mr. Manohar Lal Khattar is the chief minister. In Rajya Sabha, Haryana has 5 seats while in Lok Sabha, Haryana has 10 seats. Haryana is under jurisdiction of Punjab and Haryana High Court. Now answer in comment box how many union territories have their own High Court. That means they are not under the jurisdiction of some other state's High Court. Now coming back to Haryana, Haryana was also in news. State government recently rolled out Mukhyamantri Parivar Samriddhi Yojana, under which social security benefits will be provided. As per the scheme, Rs 6,000 per year will be given to each eligible family. Haryana was also in news because of its decision to set up anti-terrorism force named Kavach. Haryana was also in news as recently state government launched Meri Fasal Mera Beura portal. This is a simple system that will enable farmers to self-report their land and crop details and to get the benefit of government schemes. National Conference on Criminal Activities and Radicalization in Jails was organized by which organization? Right answer is BPR-ND. So recently BPR-ND organized National Conference on Criminal Activities and Radicalization in Jails, Vulnerability of Inmates and Jail Staff and Their Protection. And this conference was organized in New Delhi. If we talk about BPR-ND, recently Mr. V.S. Kamudi has been appointed as the Director General of BPR-ND. The organization was formed in 1970 and it is under Ministry of Home Affairs. Recently, Ministry of Home Affairs was in news as MHA has amended the Foreigners Tribunals Order 1964 and it has empowered district magistrates in all states and union territories to set up tribunals to decide whether a person staying illegally in India is a foreigner or not. Previously, this power was vested only with the central government. Now, even district magistrates can set up such foreigners tribunals. Apart from that, Ministry of Home Affairs was also in news as recently Mr. Ajay Kumar Bhalla has been appointed as the Home Secretary. Home Ministry was also in news as recently it announced that Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh will be union territories from 31st of October. And for the bifurcation and distribution of assets and liabilities of Jammu and Kashmir, recently central government constituted a 3-member committee and Mr. Sanjay Mitra, the former defense secretary, is the head of this committee. So Mr. Sanjay Mitra is former defense secretary and recently Mr. Ajay Kumar has been appointed as the new defense secretary. He is the successor of Mr. Sanjay Mitra. Which country has inaugurated Southeast Asia's largest solar power farm? Right answer is Vietnam. So Vietnam has recently inaugurated Southeast Asia's largest solar power farm. If we talk about Vietnam, it is an Asian country. The capital of Vietnam is Hanoi. Vietnam got independence from France in 1945. Vietnam was also in news as the second summit between US President Mr. Donald Trump and North Korean President Mr. Kim Jong-un held in Hanoi in Vietnam. The first summit between these two leaders held in Singapore. Vietnam is also a member of ASEAN. ASEAN stands for Association of Southeast Asian Nations. ASEAN was formed through Bangkok Declaration in 1967 and the Secretariat of ASEAN is in Jakarta. The members of ASEAN are Myanmar, Thailand, Cambodia, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, Brunei, Vietnam, Laos, and Philippines. Recently, ASEAN was in news as the first maritime exercise between USA and ASEAN members started in Thailand. This exercise will conclude in Singapore. Now, Thailand was also in news as recently it became first country in Asia to roll out plain cigarette packaging. In 2012, Australia became first such country in the world to introduce plain packaging. Now, the idea behind plain packaging of cigarettes is to discourage smokers. Now, coming back to Thailand, Thailand was also in news as recently 28th cycle of India-Thailand coordinated patrol between the navies of these two countries started in Bangkok in Thailand. Indo-Thailand Joint Military Exercise Maitree 2019 is being conducted in which state? Right answer is Meghalaya. So the Joint Military Exercise Maitree 2019 between India and Thailand held in Meghalaya. If we talk about Meghalaya, recently Meghalaya Assembly Speaker Mr. Donkopur Roy passed away. Meghalaya was also in news as it was the host of 22nd National Conference on E-Governance and the theme was Digital India, Success to Excellence, and this was the first time that this conference was organized in northeast part of our country. Meghalaya was also in news as recently Meghalaya became first state in India to approve a draft water policy. Meghalaya was also in news as recently Meghalaya Chief Minister Mr. Conrad Sangma launched Walk to Work on Wednesdays campaign in the state. This campaign is a part of Fit India movement. Apart from that, Meghalaya was also in news as recently Meghalaya Chief Minister launched Aroma Mission. Answer in comment box recently which organization launched Leather Mission. Where is the headquarters of Global Anti-Microbial Resistance Research and Development Hub? Right answer is Germany. So recently Global Anti-Microbial Resistance Research and Development Hub was in news as India became its member. It was established in 2018 and the headquarters is in Germany. If we talk about antimicrobial resistance, recently WHO launched global campaign urging governments to adopt aware tool to help reduce spread of antimicrobial resistance. If we talk about WHO, it is World Health Organization and recently WHO was in news as Union Health Minister Dr. Harshvardhan inaugurated 72nd session of WHO Regional Office for Southeast Asia in New Delhi. WHO was also in news as recently WHO announced that Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal and Thailand become the first 4 countries in WHO's Southeast Asian region to have successfully controlled hepatitis B. Apart from that, WHO was also in news as recently Indian CAG Mr. Rajiv Maharshi has been elected as external auditor of WHO. In addition to that, WHO was also in news as the member countries of WHO Southeast Asian region resolved to eliminate measles and rubella by 2023. Meghan Schutt, who became the first woman to claim 2 hat-tricks in international cricket, is from which country? Right answer is Australia. So Miss Meghan Schutt is from Australia and she became the first woman to claim 2 hat-tricks in international cricket. Miss Schutt also became the first woman from Australia to claim a hat-trick in one-day international matches. She took this hat-trick against West Indies. Previously, she had claimed her first hat-trick in a T20 international match against India. Now, if we talk about few other events related to cricket, recently Mr. Lasith Malinga from Sri Lanka became the first bowler to claim 100 wickets in T20 international matches. He surpassed Mr. Shahid Afridi, who had 97 wickets. Apart from that, recently Mr. Rashid Khan became the youngest ever test captain. Mr. Rashid Khan is from Afghanistan. On the other hand, recently Australian all-rounder Miss Alice Perry became the first cricketer of either gender to reach a milestone of 1000 runs and 100 wickets in T20 international matches. Australia was also in news as recently it launched new transgender inclusive policy to ensure that transgender and gender diverse people can take part in the game. Apart from that, recently, Mr. Sachin Tendulkar, Mr. Alan Donald, and Miss Catherine Fitzpatrick have been inducted into ICC's Hall of Fame. ICC stands for International Cricket Council. Which union ministry has launched the curriculum for life skills? Right answer is MHRD. So recently, Ministry of Human Resource Development launched curriculum for life skills. It was launched by Union Minister of State for Human Resource Development, Mr. Sanjay Dhotre. The curriculum has been designed by UGC. UGC stands for University Grants Commission. It is a statutory body and it is under Ministry of Human Resource Development. Recently, UGC was in news as it approved STRIDE scheme to boost research culture in our country. STRIDE stands for Scheme for Transdisciplinary Research for India's Developing Economy. In addition to that, recently UGC was also in news as Pramharsh scheme of UGC was launched by Union HRD Minister Mr. Ramesh Nishank. On the other hand, recently Diksharam program was also launched by Mr. Ramesh Nishank. Diksharam is a UGC guide to student induction program. In addition to that, UGC was also in news as it announced that all universities in India will get a final subscription to assess Swedish anti-plagiarism software Urkund. The Drought Toolbox has officially released in which UNCCD event? Right answer is 14th Conference of Parties. So during 14th Conference of Parties, UNCCD has officially released Drought Toolbox. It is a one-stop solution for all actions on drought. If we talk about UNCCD, the 14th Conference of Parties held in India, the Secretariat of UNCCD is in Bonn in Germany. If we talk about Germany, the capital of Germany is Berlin and currency is Euro. Miss Angela Merkel is the Chancellor of Germany. Recently, Germany was in news as Germany's Ursula von der Leyen appointed new President of European Commission. If we talk about European Commission, the headquarters of European Commission is in Belgium in Brussels. Apart from that, Germany was also in news as it is a member of G7 and recently the G7 summit held in France. The theme of this G7 summit was fighting inequality and the members of G7 are France, Italy, Canada, UK, Japan, Germany and USA. Which Indian police officer has been chosen for the 2019 Asia Society Game Changer Award? Right answer is Ms. Chaya Sharma. So IPS officer Ms. Chaya Sharma has been chosen for the 2019 Asia Society Game Changers Award. And this is for the first time since 2014 that all the awardees are women. Who has become the first Indian women athlete to be recommended for Padma Vibhushan? Right answer is Miss Mary Kom. So Miss MC Mary Kom from Manipur has become the first Indian women athlete to be recommended for Padma Vibhushan by the Sports Ministry. Now, if these recommendations are accepted, Miss Mary Kom will be the fourth sports personality to receive this Padma Vibhushan award. Previously, Mr. Vishwanathan Anand, Mr. Sachin Tendulkar and Sir Edmund Hillary has been honored with this award. Now, if these recommendations are accepted, Miss MC Mary Kom will be the first Indian women athlete to receive this award. Now, if we talk about few other first Indian, recently Miss Shailaja Dhami became the first Indian female officer of Indian Air Force to become the flight commander of a flying unit. On the other hand, recently Miss Aishwarya Pisse from Bengaluru became the first Indian to claim a world title in motorsports. On the other hand, recently Wing Commander Mr. Tarun Chaudhary became the first Indian Air Force pilot to perform a wingsuit skydive jump. In addition to that, recently Mr. Priyam Chatterjee became first Indian chef to be honored by the French government. In addition to that, Miss PV Sindhu became the first Indian to win a gold medal at World Championship in badminton. This championship held in Switzerland. So these were the most important current affairs of the day. Thank you, and that's all for the day.